I don't know about you folks, but I am so glad 2017 is over. I don't think I could handle that year much longer. It was not a good year overall. But we're at 2018, and here's to 2018 being a better year for all of us. Oh, wow, that gives a kick. So as you know, everybody does New Year's resolutions right after the 1st of January. And normally I have always been against them, but for some reason now as I get later in life, I don't know, they almost seem kind of fun, kind of extra challenging. Not so much because it's the first of the year and I want to do something new, but more I want to see how long I can stay with something. I like to challenge myself that way. I've always done January 1st as the day that I cut off drinking. I did it for a couple years, a couple times. I did it for a year, several times. Now actually I barely drink. And I did the same with working out. I went one entire year without missing a day of some sort of movement, some sort of exercise. Even if I was sick in bed, I got myself up to do a little tiny bit because I wanted to be able to have that entire year, 365 days, be something that's productive towards my goal. Now, if you're a listener to my podcasts, An Older Gay Guy Show and the Diet Podcast, Beginner Diet and Fitness Show, you know that I always talk about starting new things, getting out and doing something adventurous, something that expands your horizons, something that maybe it's something that you have never even thought about doing before, but suddenly now, maybe this is the time. So what's going to be for my 2018 goal this year? Well, of course, I'm going to get in shape. As you know, my 60th birthday's coming. It's only going to be a few months away. Cross fingers I can make it that long. You know, my folks died when they were in their 50s. My mother and father died in their 50s. I was a teenager. My brother died at age 46. All my other siblings have, well, some major things wrong with them, but they're holding together pretty good. So fingers crossed, I'm going to definitely make it into my 60s, which I'm really excited because that's an extra decade beyond where my parents were. I'm definitely going to make it to 60, which is awesome and scary, and I'm excited because I want to see that 60, right? When I'm dead and they make my tombstone, I want it to be able to at least say I made it into my 60s when, you know, if you ever go to somebody's grave that maybe you don't know, you're just visiting or you're walking through a cemetery and you look at the dates, you really calculate in your mind real quick, like, okay, so they were born this year and they died this year, so quick, they're this number of years. So my gravestone will say at the very earliest, right? 1958 to 2018, 60 years old. Even if I don't make it to my birthday, if I die between now and my birthday, it's still 2018, and people are still going to calculate that as, oh, well, the dude made it at least to 60, so it's not as bad as it could be. But I'm pretty excited about turning 60. It's just my body fights me, constantly fights me. I talk about that on the podcast quite a bit, about aging and how you want to still be young at heart. You want to still be able to get excited with so much energy without breaking your body, without everything falling apart, without your arm falling off, without your back. Oh my God, my back hurts so much. Oh my God, my legs, I don't think I can do it. My knees. It's never ending. Every month, every week, it seems that there's something new that's gone wrong with me that wasn't there the week before. But hey, you do the best you can. So between now and my birthday is balls to the wall where training is concerned. My diet's going to be on point. My intermittent fasting eating window is going to be on point. My going to the gym and lifting and building muscle. My going on the treadmill and doing my cardiovascular to improve my heart health, to reduce my body fat, to go in the sauna for sauna therapy and get those heat shock proteins going in my body. It gives you an overall feeling of health. It gives you the feeling like you've really accomplished something. And even if it's midday when I'm leaving the gym, after doing all of that and doing the sauna and showering and getting myself dressed, I head out of there, I swear, like I'm 20 years old, bouncing down the street until my knees hurt me again, I'm sure. But I want to ask you, what can you do in 2018 that's going to improve your life? Maybe it would be something completely different than you've ever even considered. What activity can keep you young and can move you towards being a healthier person? Maybe not just physically healthy, maybe also mentally healthy. There's lots of things. Now, the other parts of my life that I still want to work on, I still, of course, want to work on my media and doing these videos and doing the podcast. I still want to do some training of clients. I still want to do work on my stained glass hobby. I still want to study Spanish. So when I go to Mexico in 2 weeks, oh my God. When I go to Mexico in 2 weeks, can't believe it's that soon already, I will be able to converse a little bit more with my husband's family down there than I've been able to do 2 years ago when I was down there last. So there's a lot of things that I want to have going, a lot of irons in the fire. But my number one priority before any of that, even before filming these videos, is going to be to work towards being the healthiest and the most jacked I can be between now and my birthday. If you've not been a listener of the podcasts, please consider doing that. They're a lot of fun. Sometimes they're of a serious topic, but more and more I'm starting to tell stories that most of my listeners seem to enjoy. They're stories about sex, some of it mine, some of it other people's that I know. Now, one of the things that's coming up this week is I'm going to tell a story about when I did a Taekwondo competition when I was in my 20s. And I went down to Connecticut and I shared a hotel room with this other dude that was also doing the Taekwondo competition. And it was quite an interesting situation, to say the least. So please check that out on An Older Gay Guy Show. That will be out for this weekend. Hope everything's going good for you for 2018. It's going to be a fucking awesome year, my friends, and you are going to feel that as well. I want to just end this video by showing you a little clip of a chocolate course that I gave to Paco as one of our anniversary gifts, I think. We did this last fall. Stupidly, I used my crappy iPhone 5S that I have back then, and there was no sound on it. So I'm going to play a little music in the background. But this is a class that I really didn't have that much interest in. I knew that Paco would be liking something like this, and he loved it. And you know what? It got me to do something different than I had done before. This is expanding my horizons. Before, I would be like, oh crap, I don't want to be closed up with a bunch of strangers, and it's probably going to be hot, and I'm going to hate it, and I don't even like sweets anyway. Why am I even going to take a chocolate class? But you know what? It was awesome. The chocolates, they were okay. They came out okay. But just fun of learning something new. Learning something with my husband at the same time. A little friendly competition of who can make the nicest chocolates in our box. It was loads of fun. So consider trying something new. Come up with something new for 2018. Leave comments down below of this video and tell me what you want to try to do in 2018 that's completely different than anything else you've ever done. And that priority can be getting a boyfriend. If that's something you've always wanted to do, but you've kind of slacked off on actually doing it, on actually getting something done, why not throw yourself into it this year as your one goal? And you're going to work towards that. And in the podcast, I talk a lot about gay dating. I'm going to continue to talk a lot about gay dating. So for all of you that have written to me that want to be in a relationship, that have felt like you've always wanted this, but the years are slipping away, 2018, my friends, 2018 can be the year that happens for you. This is Joey Hernandez. Thank you so much for joining me. Please subscribe to the channel and check out the podcast. I'll be back in less than a week with another video. Thanks. Bye for now.